2026 Toyota Prius. This is the XSE in the plug-in hybrid. If you want to get the plug-in hybrid, all you get is the front-wheel drive. You do not have the option to get all-wheel drive. What are the trim levels that you get in 2026? You're going to go to the hybrid and you get the LE, XLE, Nightshade, and the Limited. You can get all those in the front-wheel drive or the all-wheel drive. Once you come to the plug-in hybrid, which we have in our video today, you can only get front-wheel drive and you're going to get the SE, XSE, Nightshade, and then the XSE Premium. So still 4 trims. Now, what are the engine options that you get in 2026? Specific one in our video today, 2.0 liter, 4-cylinder, 220 horsepower, 139 pound-feet of torque with an eCVT. The same exact engine, just less horsepower in the hybrid. You're going to get 194 horsepower versus 220 that you get in this plug-in hybrid. The exterior paint color on this one is Guardian Gray. Let's talk about the MSRP sticker. The base suggested MSRP sticker comes in at $37,025. That does not include any add-ons, does not include delivery fee or taxes. We do have a few add-ons on this specific one, like the dash cam right there, like a trim mold on the door, and you're going to see some inside as well. Now, let's go ahead and talk about specific features that the XSE brings you on top of the SE. Across all trims in the lineup, you're going to get the bi-LED projector headlights. But what's different starting XSE and up is that this daytime running light also works as a signal light or emergency light. Also, a lot of high gloss here because of the XSE, and then you do get the fog lights right there down in the bottom. As far as the side goes, for the passenger and the trunk, you also get the smart key, which is different compared to the SE, which is the lower trim in the plug-in hybrid lineup. Now, let's go ahead and see what the front end brings you. But before we do that, please don't forget to like and subscribe. That's really going to help me out to bring you more content like this one, individual reviews, and also comparisons. If you have a specific request for me to film another comparison, another individual review, leave it in the comment section below or via email so I can know. Also, this video is filmed in 4K. Make sure you adjust your YouTube settings to watch this at the highest quality. And a big thank you and a shout out to Folsom Lake Toyota here in Folsom, California for providing me with this beautiful vehicle for this review. Once I get in the cargo, I'm also going to give you some measurements in 2 inches, not just cargo cubic feet of space, so you know exactly what you can fit in the cargo of a Prius in 2026. Now, let's go and discuss a few more numbers. As far as the Prius goes in 2026, MPG is going to be on the XSE 114 mpge. Your tank size capacity is going to be 10.6 gallons. Once you go to the hybrid, you're going to get 11.3. Your curb weight in the hybrid starts at 3,097 pounds and goes all the way up to 3,571 in the XSE Premium for the plug-in hybrid. Assembly point is going to be Japan regardless which trim you get, and then Prius was released in 1997. That was the first time when it was offered to the market. As far as the acceleration goes, there's going to be a difference between the plug-in versus the hybrid. Plug-in gets you 6.6 seconds to where the hybrid gives you 7.3 seconds. And now, let's take a look at the front end. And as mentioned, bi-LED projector headlights, a lot of high gloss, no 360 camera in the XSE. You can only get 360 camera in the Prius if you get an additional package. You do get the bumper sensors, however, and you do get the front park assist with automatic braking as standard. Let's take a look at the side, and now let me give you some dimensions so you know if you're able to fit this into your garage or your driveway. Length 181.1 inches, width 70.1 inches, height 55.9 inches, wheelbase 108.3, and the ground clearance is going to be 5.6 inches. This mold trim on the doors is going to be additional cost. And now let's take a look at the wheels and the tires. This is a bicolor wheel, machine surface with high gloss. Around your wheel well trim, you're going to get high gloss, and then the exact tire you're going to get is going to be a Toyo Tire Extensa, and the size is 195 by 50 by 19. McPherson strut suspension for the front, multi-link for the rear. The rocker panel, exactly the same color as the car, and then the side mirror, matte black plastic for the bottom, high gloss for the top. This comes heated, but it's not auto dimming, it's not automatic foldable, and does not tilt when you reverse. As far as the window trim, you're going to get a little bit of high gloss on the B-pillar. Everything else is going to be matte black plastic. This does not come equipped with the fixed glass. You do have the option to get that in higher trims like the XSE Premium. And then your charging port is going to be on the passenger side, and then your gas lid with the gas cap is going to be on the driver's side. And now let's go ahead and take a look at the rear. And now here in the rear, specific for the XSE trim, you get the rear park assist with automatic braking here as well. You're not going to get that in lower trim, which is the SE. And this is high gloss because of the XSE. And then this lift gate is going to be manually controlled. If you want power lift gate, you're going to have to upgrade to the XSE Premium. And the XSE also brings you the smart key for the trunk lid, which if you have the key fob in your pocket and the car is locked, you just have to come close and push the button to open the tailgate. You don't have to unlock the car. And now here you have the bumper sensors. The fin is going to be in high gloss. A lot of high gloss back here. Beautiful LED tail lights, and then the Prius in blacked out. And then under the car, your exhaust tip is going to be hidden, just one on the passenger side. Plug-in hybrid does not come with a spare tire in 2026. Let's go ahead and open this lift gate or tailgate, manually controlled. And now I'm going to give you some cubic feet of space and the measurements into inches. And because this is the plug-in hybrid, you're going to get 20.3 cubic feet of space. Once you go to the hybrid, you're going to get 23.8 cubic feet of space. Let's drop the backrest of this 60% on the passenger side. Behind the backrest of the second row, you're going to get 32 inches. And then if we go with the measuring tape all the way up to your center console, you're going to get 68 inches. The opening of this cargo is going to bring you about 34 inches, and the maximum, well, let's measure the minimum width that you're going to get is 37 inches. And then your loading height, that's going to bring you 30 inches. So I'm hoping those measurements were helpful for you guys. Also the conversion into centimeters. Left side is going to bring you a little bit of storage with the AC 120 volt outlet. And then on the right side, all you get is just a light. Under this floor mat, you're going to get your tire situation, but no spare tire as mentioned. And then in order to close this tailgate, you have to manually push it down and close it. Now we are done with the outside. Let's go ahead and take a look at the interior. Now inside the XSE, and I do believe this is the sweet spot in the lineup, I would go with an XSE. Cost is $37,025 if you get the base MSRP sticker, no added options. Now let me discuss a little bit about the legroom, and then I'm going to let you know what the XSE brings you specifically here for the inside. 42.4 here for the front, 35.9 for the rear. I put the seat in the standard position, steering wheel all the way in, all the way up, enough leg room, and then enough headroom. I don't think you're going to have any issues if you're 6 feet tall or even taller than that. Shorter people, I'm sure they're going to be very comfortable here. Now, specific features that you get in the XSE is going to be the Softex leather, then heated seats, then you're going to get for the driver electric controls, then you're going to get the auto-dimming rear view mirror, and then if you look at the dashboard, this ambient light or illumination notification is what they call it. You get that because of the XSE, and you also get wireless charging pad. Those are specific features for the XSE. Now, if you want more features, you can also upgrade to the Premium. That's going to bring you ventilated seats. That's going to bring you memory seats for the driver, JBL audio system. You get 10 speakers. Standard in the XSE, it's only 6 speakers, and that's from Toyota. You also get an upgraded screen, 12.3 inches. Here in the XSE, we only get 8 inches. And then you get that fixed glass as standard in higher trims. Now let's continue. So as mentioned, Softex, you do get electric controls for the driver, and then you get heated seats. Now the dashboard is going to be hard plastic for the first level. Second level is going to be soft touch. This is your illumination. Very nice color for this trim right here. I like it. And then your glove compartment right here, huge glove compartment in my opinion. And this is not lockable. And now let's take a look at this 8-inch infotainment screen, and then your cluster is going to be 7-inch. Very simple interface. There you go. These are your settings. And then let's put this into reverse so you can see what the camera looks like. And then down here, you do have the power start stop button, volume knob, some air vents, emergency lights, heated seats, defrosters, heated side mirror, and then this is going to be your AC. This is your flow and this is your temperature. Let's turn this off. Moving forward to USB-C ports, a little bit of storage here, a hidden compartment, 12-volt outlet, the 2 cup holders, and this is your key fob. If you upgrade to the XSE Premium, you're going to see an additional button right here for your power lift gate. This is going to be your shift knob, and then you do have the drive modes, which are going to be custom, sport, normal, and eco. There you go. And your armrest is going to be Softex wrap. Inside, you're going to have 2 USB-C ports, and then here is your auto EV button, then the hold EV, electronic parking, your auto hold, and your traction control. Up top, rear view mirror, because this is the XSE, comes with auto dimming and garage door openers. This is your control panel for your lights. And now the steering wheel, very soft touch, very simple as far as the design goes, but a lot of button inside right here. Left side is going to give you the option to control this cluster, and you have 2 different layouts, just like this. And then you do have controls here, your telephone, your voice control, and the right side is going to be your lane keeping assist, your cruise control, and all that safety features. Lever to control the lights, lever to control the windshield wiper. Left side of the steering wheel will bring you the auto button for your headlights, the de-icer for your windshield, heated steering wheel, the AC 120-volt button, and the gas lid, which is lockable. And then the door panel, armrest is going to be soft touch, and these are your buttons to control the window and the side mirror. Not much going on here. Now we are done with the front. Let's go ahead and take a look at the rear. And now here in the rear of the Prius XSE in 2026, this is your plug-in hybrid, and it's going to come front-wheel drive, $37,025 base MSRP suggested price. This is how it looks if you drop the backrest of the 60%. Let's close this. You do get an armrest with 2 cup holders, and this is stationary backrest. You cannot adjust this. Very comfortable bench back here. Let's do a space test, 35.9 inches. I'm 6 feet tall. You do have enough leg room, but the headroom is very limited. I do have enough, but if you bump into something, you're gonna hit your head on this headliner, so keep that in mind. In front of us, you do get on the center console 2 USB-C ports and an AC 120-volt. Pocket here for the passenger only. The driver does not give you a pocket. The door panel comes with a lot of matte black plastic, and the only soft wrapping you're gonna get is for this armrest, which is pretty much where you need it anyway. This button will control the window and nothing else back here. Up top, you do get the handle, and then the lights are going to be with the button right here, right in the middle. Headliner is going to be a beige color. Now we are at the end of this review. Here's the MSRP sticker, $37,025 as mentioned. Pause the video if you have to see exactly what this brings you, to see exactly what add-ons you have on this one. Now, any questions or concerns you have, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. And please don't forget to like and subscribe. That's really going to help me out to bring you more content. Also, there is a thing going on my channel. People are trying to find my age. If you want to take part in that, leave a comment in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And thank you for watching.